Greetings everyone, welcome aboard. My name is Joseph James. Happy Monday to you guys. It's December 13th, 2010. You know what that means, right? Last day of trading in our live trade room for the year of 2010. I must admit, guys, it's a little bit bittersweet. We've had a great year so far, right? It's obviously a little bit bittersweet here to be doing the last video here for our live trade room recap, right, in the year of 2010. If you made some money with us this year, guys, great job. Hats off to you. We've had a great year. Let's do this last one here and get us out with a bang. Now, before we talk about the trades we took today, and we had a good day today, right? We knew today would be challenging, but we had a good day this morning. We took 6 total trades, couple on gold, couple on crude. We really, I think, had the best moves in the euro this morning. The euro was pretty much the only thing moving this morning with the dollar dropping. We'll talk about that in a moment, though. But I want to remind you guys, though, if you're watching this video right now on the blog, there are all kinds of great stuff, guys, on the blog right now. Want to make sure you guys remember, though, this Friday, our beginners training is canceled. All right, it is postponed to the Friday first, right, second Friday of the new year. All right, guys. So this Friday, our beginners training on Friday mornings is postponed until we come back from break. Right, that will be the Friday, the second Friday of the month. I'm sorry, second Friday, yep, of the new year. All right, guys. That'll be we come back on the 10th. It'll be the Friday of the 10th. Right, that will be our next beginners training. I also want to remind you guys too, we're posting our auto trader right now. We have a fully automated trading system, and that auto trader is running every day, making some pretty good money, and we're posting those results every day on our blog as well. Now, right below this video, guys, right below this video, click on that link that says, take me to review the automated trading software today. All right, so click on the link right below the video, and you guys can, of course, review how the auto trader did on some of the more popular markets we use it on. All right, guys, so the auto trader review is posted below the video. There is no beginner's corner this week, right? It's postponed until after the break. And as always, guys, use the search box, use the live support, right? Click on YouTube. Did you guys know we have probably one of the largest video collections of trading videos online on YouTube, guys? Right? Yeah, I'll prove it to you. Click on the YouTube link, guys. Go to the YouTube page, and you'll see thousands of videos we've done. And again, YouTube, you can also search the YouTube page and find any topic you want. Real popular one, go to the YouTube page and search for trader tax, and then take that information to your CPA, right, and ask your CPA, he or she, if they can help you, of course, lower your taxable income, right, for trading futures. So lots of great stuff on the blog, guys. Lots of great stuff on the blog. Get to know the blog, not to mention those headers up top. Right at the top of this blog, you'll see trade room resources, you'll see beginners training, you'll see live webinars, guys. There's so much great free information on our blog. If you're not a member and you want to learn more about how we trade, get used to using the blog, guys. There's a wealth of information there. All right, guys. So let's see how we did today. 2, 4, 6 total trades. Boy, usually we have a couple more than that, right, guys? Only 6 trades today, half dozen trades. We usually have over 10 trades per day. But again, remember, this time of year, right? This time of year, you're going to start seeing the holiday season start to creep in, right? People are leaving their desks early. They're getting in late. They're leaving early, right? This is that classic holiday season price action. So 6 total trades, right, on crude and the gold. Like I said earlier, I think the euro was the mover this morning. We had the gold and crude were moving, but they were going sideways. We did a great job at selling the highs here today. We'll talk about that in a moment, though. But what we did notice, though, was that while the crude and gold were going sideways, dollar was dropping. The euro was the big mover this morning, and we had a couple members this morning that made some pretty darn good income off buying the lows on the euro. Guys, let's keep going, though. 6 total trades. 179 ticks, guys, 1790 for the day. That brings our weekly total to 1790. Now, we did 14,000 last week. That was our biggest week of the year, and it just happened to be the last full week of our trading, right? It happened to work out pretty nice this month of December. We made 20,000 in December. We had the biggest week of our year last week, right? 4 out of the 5 days over $3,000. So we're loving life. Great month of December. We finished up with 179 ticks today. Total here for the month, 20,000 for the month. Just shy of 250,000 for the year, guys. We did 34,000 in October, 44,000 in November, and we just finished up our last day of trading here in the year of 2010. Month of December, here on the 13th. So what's the most important that happened today, right? What do we see today? What happened? Well, again, it's a transitional week. So we knew going into this morning, we knew we weren't going to be expecting very much. And we also knew that we probably were going to see times with good volume and then bad volume, right? This is a transitional week. What I mean by that is we are transitioning now between the normal price action, which we saw last week, and into the holiday season, right, slash summertime, slash end of first quarter, right, slash end of August, right? These are all the same types of environments. End of the year, last 2 weeks of the year, the first week of the new year, guys, these are going to be challenging times to be trading. Now, we knew this. We knew it would be a transitional area, so what did that mean? It meant take profit early and don't expect to get too much, right? You saw me this morning, guys. I was taking my profit as soon as I earned it, because we know this week is going to be that transitional week where we may see times we see great moves, but then that may be the only move for an hour, right? And we may have to wait patiently to the next move. My attitude is I expect price to be chopping around back and forth during this time, so therefore I'm going to take that money, right, lock it up, put it in my pocket, and I'm not going to give the market a chance to take it back. Now that is a little bit different than we had last week, right? At the beginning of last week, I was trying to let those runners run, right? I was trying to give those trades room to breathe. Very different this week, right? Different time of the day, different day of the week of the month, different month of the year. All right? Everything is different, right, from one day to the next. Now, guys, we talked about this today in our morning prep. Were you here for that? If you missed the morning prep, guys, you've really missed the best part of our day. Our morning prep told us the dollar was at the lows. Now, what do we think about when we see the dollar at the lows? Dollar's probably going to rise. So rising dollar would mean what? Falling gold, right? Falling crude. Rising dollar means we want to sell on gold and crude. So right off the bat this morning, again, if you missed it, you really missed a lot, right? Don't miss next year, right? In 2011, we come back to trade in the room. Do not miss those morning preps, guys. The morning preps are vital to your success, especially as a new trader, because we're going to tell you guys exactly what to do. Okay, so dollar at the lows. And we talked this, guys. Dollar was expected to rise. Now, it didn't do that, right? Did it? It actually dropped. But I don't care what actually happened. I'm talking about what were we looking for today. At first, we thought the dollar at the lows, we expect them to rise off those lows. Well, what happened was the dollar actually ended up dropping and then rising, but we'll talk about that here in a moment. With the dollar at the lows, we wanted to now, right, we're going to see a rising dollar, because usually at the lows, the price will rise. A rising dollar will mean we want to see a falling gold and crude. Now, rising dollar means I want to sell short on gold, sell short on crude, sell short in the euro, sell short in the Russell, right? That negative correlation. Now, it worked out perfectly because we had the gold and the crude were right at the highs of their sideways range. So this worked out almost like a perfect storm. We had the dollar at the lows, dollar begins to rise, right? Again, we'll talk more about that in a moment for you guys, right? Dollar begins to rise. We also had the gold and the crude at the highs. They were ripe for the short. Okay, so this really lined up perfectly today. What we had to make sure we were aware of, though, is take profit early. All right, guys, we cannot forget the day of the month this is, right? We can't forget the personality of these markets right now. Okay, so I'm not going to get greedy. I'm not expecting these big 500 tick moves like we would have expected last week, right? I would have looked for that last week, but not this week. Take your profit early and go to the bank and make your money. All right, guys, here's my dollar. Here's my dollar. Right, there's your channel. Then, of course, we define the green lines, right? That is my price channel as well, right? My wedge and my channel. So what do you see here? I'm at the lows of the wedge. I'm at the lows of the channel, right? What do you think's going to happen next? Naturally, we expected price to be rising here, right? We expected price to rise off these lows. However, we also marked up some support, right? We marked up support here at 80.55. And we knew that price could possibly try to come down, test 55, right? And then bounce back up. So what I did was I bought the bounce, well, didn't buy the dollar, but we saw the dollar bouncing off this 80.55 level. When the dollar bounced off support, the dollar began to rise off that support, even though it did end up coming back down still today. But that's where we got those selling opportunities on the gold and crude early this morning. So again, we of course planned out what we thought would happen, but eventually though, guys, remember, I've got to trade what I see, not trade what I know.